Hello and welcome to Music with Mason. My name is Mason Fall. I am here joined with the thrash slash groove band from Anamosa, Dark Agenda. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good, man. Doing great, man.
All right. So Dark Agenda has been around since 2018, and you guys are soon going to be attending Heavy Christmas to play at Wildwood. Is that right?
That is correct, in our city.
So you guys are going to be playing along with Non Grata, Overthrow, and Worst Impressions. Have you guys ever played with them before?
Absolutely. Yeah, we've done quite a few shows with Don Grata, and we've actually done one show with Worst Impressions earlier this year. It was pretty cool. Very impressive.
All right. So we also know that you also attended Rock 108's Chaos for a Cause, which helped raise over $10,000 to help hungry Iowans. Like, how was that as an experience?
Man, that was a great opportunity. Cody Kripp from Grave Core hit us up. We've done a few shows with those guys, and they said they'd like to have us there this year, and we were all about that because we knew that the show went to a great cause, and it brought a lot of people, and it was just overall great experience. Especially play at a legendary venue. Like
Johnny Cash, Elvis was there.
Yeah,
on the same stage. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I also know Eddie dressed up as Bob Ross. I saw a photo of all you guys that dressed up. What did you guys dress up as?
Eddie was Bob Ross. Jesse was Jesus. I was just a goofy-looking preacher, and Dan was a clown. Zane was something. His name was Zane.
So while you guys were also there, you got to play with other bands like Eight Found Dead and The Rumors. How did you guys Did you guys know them at the time? Like, was it the first time you ever met them?
I want to say we've met the guys in Eight Found Dead before. I think we may have played a show with them in the past years ago at Scully's when it was up and rocking. I could be wrong on that, but I want to say we did. But Rumors are great, man. We actually recorded our first demo album at the same studio as Rumors did, I think. I do believe.
Rumors are definitely a staple around here. Much respect for those cats.
Right on. So we're going to go back in time, back to 2018. How exactly did the band start?
Long story. Well, Jesse approached me one time. He heard me playing with his brother-in-law. We were doing some weird cover band thing and never went anywhere. And then Jesse asked me if I'd give him vocal lessons. And I told him I wouldn't know the first thing about vocal lessons, but I'll try out. And then we got to write music, and then rekindling old flames. And we pretty much just put a lot of work into practicing our music and really just lots of energy into it. And then
I got my Eddie Coyle back, because Eddie and I had split to different bands. And I got Eddie back, and at the time I got Bob James, or Twin Skins, back as a drummer. And then we got Dan Bieber in his bass. And it just turned into just a super amazing aura of creativity.
Right. And how long have you guys known each other? Have you guys known each other before the band?
Oh yeah. We pretty much we've known each other all our lives, passing and throughout this the town we live in. But to have us all together in one band is pretty incredible, to be honest. It's odd that we've all found ourselves together.
Well, it's pretty cool because I'm the oldest member of the band, and I'm 10 years older than Josh, and then I'm 20 years older than Dan, our drummer. So it's pretty cool. We got the 10 combination going on.
Oh man! So
you're 40. I'm 30, and then 20. Yeah, that's all right now.
Man, so how long have each of you been playing your instruments?
Drums, I'm about a year and a half in.
Yeah. So Dan used to be our bassist, and when Robert decided to just take a break, focus on his kids and his family and stuff, Dan took over from on drums, and he was playing bass. And we got our childhood friend Zane in the mix now on bass. And but else you got, I've only been doing vocals since like 2015 with Jesse, but these guys.
Eddie and I have been together for probably 23 years. I met him years ago. I was a guitar teacher, and then I played side the truth. Well, I wouldn't say he was my guitar teacher, but that's something has to do with the But Eddie and I have been together for at least 23 years.
Yeah, we've been through several bands together, and with that we have a bond that also comes into this band as well. There's a brotherhood for sure. We always maintain a solid unit of friendship that I think comes with being musicians. I've been playing for 20 plus years. Obviously, Jesse's been playing for
32.
Zane, how long have you been playing?
20.
Yeah,
I mean, we've been playing for a long time, and it's the culmination is relevant in this case.
Yeah, that's incredible to think about. So, before we get ahead of ourselves, I just remembered you guys you just released your album, Espira Decor. How was that, just recording it all? And I know it was from your original tracks and you put it together, but just as it alone, like, how was it releasing it?
It was a huge learning experience. We went from Rice Studio recording our first album, which all props to Kevin Rice, and his studio. They did a great job. But then we got into working with Ari. I won't even try and pronounce Ari's last name. But Ari also is the lead singer and a guitarist for Dystrophy, and he has a great ear for metal music. And then when he offered us into his studio, and he just brought us to the next level when it came to recording and everything. Make sure we were all comfortable and how we do this process. And ever since then, man, we've just done leaps and process, and it's been a great experience every time we get in there.
Absolutely. And the album itself is supposed to come to this place the years that we put together this music and the idea, again, of brotherhood and what it means to be in a band. You're not just five musicians. You put a lot of effort into this, and to do that, you have to have the respect and dedication of everyone in it.
Yeah, I agree with that too. It's a very big learning experience, especially when you're using multiple different songs. And I'm sure it was great just having another album released. So for each of you, do you have a favorite band or musician that you would give credit to towards your just experience and be just in starting up a band and being a musician?
Oh yeah, we all have our own. I would probably say Alice in Chains was a huge influence on me growing up. But yeah, that's probably up there with one of my favorite bands. Typo Negative, Pantera was another favorite. Megadeth. I'll let Eddie take over.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I recorded mimicking a lot of Pantera, with my Yamaha guitar. But overall, I mean, I've always been based in thrash metal, Exodus, Testament, old school stuff has always been my heart and soul. So, and Jesse?
Oh yeah, Testament, Halloween, Faith Warning, all that old school shit. George Lynch from Docking, man, that guy was lighting up the fretboard. And when I was 17, that was the shit that lit my ass on fire and made me say, I want to learn what the guitar is all about. Thank you.
Yeah, and for me, I'd probably say my favorite is Monument. I got hooked on them probably about 10 years ago, and I had the same CD in my CD player for weeks, if not months on end. And then In Flames is like a huge, huge inspiration. guitar wise and drum wise, because some guys just jam. Lately, I've been getting into like more of Shadow Intent, Lorna Shore, just because of their drumming capabilities and just how the music process actually is built. And yeah, it's phenomenal what they can do with their feet. Zane?
Basically, groove metal. I mean, all encompassing. It's all about the headbang for me.
Okay.
The wiggle. Yeah, the wiggle.
All right. So, for all the concerts you've done in total, what would you say the furthest destination you've traveled to play at is?
So far, maybe Des Moines, Stillville. Des Moines or Stillville, maybe. Pretty long time. Yeah, Quad City. Yeah, the windy back roads that you have to get there and stuff. I feel like, no, Ottumwa. Ottumwa was 3 hours, wasn't it? No, I think Stillville would probably be our. Yeah, I think Stillville out in the Decorah area. We would love to get out there. Yeah, that place is magic, man. Yeah. It's literally way out in the middle of nowhere. We walk that every year, and then invite us back every year, and it's just magical out there. Yeah. Shouts out to Roman. Turkey River Music Fest.
Okay. I also know you guys played in the Quad Cities. You guys played in Moline, you said?
Yeah, we played at Rascals in Moline. We've also played at Ribco. I think, is that Moline? Or is that? I think so. Rock Island, maybe. I think that one is East Moline. Yeah. Yeah, we played out there at Ribco and Rascals there in Moline.
Okay. Do you guys ever plan on heading on over to the Raccoon Motel?
We'd love to. I think we actually had a show booked there pre pandemic, and then when the pandemic hit, that show ended up getting canceled.
All right. Well, I really hope you guys head over there in the future, because I'm actually from the Quad Cities, and it's an absolute legendary spot to play at.
Nice. We'd love to, man. We'd love to get out that way a lot more often. We got some friends to play out there. Yeah, it's one place that's definitely on our radar, wanting to go more often. Absolutely. I heard the West Coast is a pretty cool place to go. So, want to get that out there as soon as we can. Absolutely.
So, we already know that you traveled to Illinois to play at a show there. Do you guys plan on traveling out further than that, like maybe Minneapolis or maybe Kansas City, North Dakota?
Yeah, we've actually talked about that recently a lot more often. You know, one of the factors that we have with us is we are five fathers. You know, we all have jobs, and we would love nothing more to be able to get out there and get out to like Minneapolis, Omaha. I'd love to get down to Kansas City or out in Chicago, even. You know, like there's a lot of places that we've been looking at, and you know, it's just about proper planning and making sure we can make the right arrangements to make it happen. And we'd love to be out there.
Yeah.
Because essentially, we just want to get our music out there and heard to as many people as possible.
Totally agree with that. Yeah, you guys are super talented. I would totally love to see you guys playing at more like outside the state, because I know you guys are really famous inside the state, but you know, being able to travel out, you know, get your name out there, I'm sure that's a really big milestone you'd like to accomplish. But yeah, I mean, Iowa will have you if you just stay here.
Yeah, no, you know, no doubt. We would love to get out there. You know, just a lot of that depends on, you know, our fans of our music, you know, putting our name out there, you know, sharing our music, letting people know that, hey, we want to do it. We'll make it happen if we can get the booking.
Right on. So now that we talked about that, what would you say your favorite place you've toured at is?
Favorite. You know, I'd say for me personally, there's two places that are my favorite.
my first favorite would have to be Turkey River Music Fest out there in Spilva. You know, that place is a pretty magical place out there every year when we have that in early August, and we go camping out there in the outside venue, good company, good quality people. I think first year we went out there, we didn't expect a whole lot, and I want to say there's 150, 200 people out there just in the middle of nowhere, and just out there moshing, enjoying metal and everything. And then my other favorite would definitely be Wildwood, because Wildwood in Iowa City has given us nothing but love constantly, and
they're giving us great food too.
And they got great food.
Yeah. Amazing.
Hell yeah. Gotta love Wildwood.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I've got a few questions that I want to know if are true or not. I personally want to know if these are true, but I also saw that you got to meet Infected Rain.
Yes, that was me. I went to a show Tuesday. No, it wasn't last Tuesday. I went to and seen Wednesday 13, Infected Rain, and Gemini Syndrome and Black Satellite.
So where was the show? Like was that?
This is at Lefty's in Des Moines.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely great venue. Legendary venue.
Yeah. We opened up for Wednesday 15 there.
And Death Angel. I lied to my 2023. I get to open up for Death Angel. I've worshipped those cats since I was 17.
Very small venue, but
getting to be that close to your heroes, it was beyond fucking awesome in my 30-some years.
And Lena was pretty awesome, man. She came right out there. Like, the energy she put out on stage was just incredible. And then she came out there afterwards and just did meet and greet with everybody.
Yeah, you gotta love it. So, for Eddie, you used to be a sous chef?
I'm still a chef, yeah.
You are still a chef. So where did you...
Yep.
So how'd you get into the culinary arts?
Well, a long time ago, that's how I made money. So, but then I went to, culinary arts school and, got that little piece of paper that says, I need to make more money. Pay me more. So, yes, I'm still a chef, which is somewhat of a difficult route for us because, weekends are always the busiest. But I'm in a position now where I make enough and I can still, take the weekends off for my band. I had to decide not to be in management, if you will.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So for Dan, you studied automotive technology at Kirkwood?
Automotive technology, yeah.
How did you get into that field?
Well, basically, I have a family long history of auto technicians. My dad used to own a shop for probably 19, 20 years. And at first I didn't want anything to do about it. And then I kind of had to learn the hard way. If you want a vehicle, you're going to have to learn how to upkeep it. And then I just kind of got intrigued with it. So I went ahead and I went and did my automotive training and pretty much became a automotive technician. And now I'm part of the McGrath Auto Dodge Fleet crew, being one of the main diagnostic guys.
Cool. That's actually really cool to think about. So I don't remember. Is Robert here or not? Like, I don't remember.
No, unfortunately, Robert is no longer with the band, but he's with us in spirits as always.
Absolutely.
He is a core part of this group and everything. But no, he's at home taking care of his family now.
Yeah, because I just wanted to ask him how long it took to grow that beard.
Oh,
long time, man. I've known Rob for a long time, and I got to say that I saw him with no beard. Okay, so it took him a long time.
I've seen a picture. It was weird.
It's
Man,
he's
look, I'm sure.
special kind of person.
I'm sure it was not easy keeping control of that thing. It was one of the craziest beards I've ever seen, and it's super cool. So, so for Josh, I wanted to know who Bolt and Marley are.
Those are my dogs, man.
How long have
Bolt.
How long have you had them?
Well, so my dog Hulk, he died a few years back, and I said I didn't want to get another animal, and then next thing you know, my son and then we wanted more, and so we went to the Cedar Valley Humane Society and adopted Bolt. It was about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, and then Marley just kind of came into my life unexpectedly, and I couldn't say no, and she's just been a grace ever since. She's huge. She's a giant. She's an English Mastiff Lab mix, and yeah, she just doesn't stop growing.
Yeah,
and eating.
That's how dogs are.
Oh yeah,
they eat, sleep, run around, and annoy you, but you love them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's a big sweetheart.
So we're going down to the last few questions here. I didn't know how fast this is gonna go, but I guess for each of you, who truly inspired you to become a musician?
I have to give it up to Jesse. Jesse really brought me into this world. I never thought I'd be a musician, and never had any experience doing this. And when he asked me to, like, if I teach him vocals, and I told him I didn't know a single thing about teaching vocals, like, and then from that moment on is what really got me in music. I wasn't doing anything with music prior to that, really.
And I would say Dimebag Darrell was huge influence. I mean, it was a big thing for me. But I do have to also give props to Jesse. And Jesse and I have been together for a long time. You know, we've been playing for a long time. But, you know, his encouragement and his tenacity to keep me playing, keep going, and keep going. You'll get better. You'll get better. This guy is a fucking diamond on the good guy.
When I was, me and my cousins were like at 12 years old, my uncle Brian was in a band called Hunting Sellers Union, mostly 282. And they would always practice in this barn out at the farm. And we'd always sneak outside and listen to them. And the next morning go in there and drink their empty beer cans, trying to catch a buzz. And that life element, just watching a bunch of best friends jamming in the garage, drinking beer, having fun, that's what in my gut is like, this is what I'm going to do forever. My Uncle Brian.
And honestly, for me, my Zane here, he actually got me into playing bass when I was, 13, 14, somewhere thereabouts. And basically, he set up my first bass, and about 90% of his bass rig I bought, and I played through that. And yeah, he kind of was like, give this a try. This would help with, you know, your mental health and everything. So, I basically took it, and I became what I am now.
That would be a face. What about you, Zane?
Right on.
For me, it's time. That group, back that group element. He wrote the nastiest riffs.
He did. He showed simplicity, and he showed his intricate. And I love the way that he has.
Take a simple riff and make it.
He can do both.
Or you get to strip it on.
Yeah, exactly. Amazing.
Yeah, right on. So, what is the future for Dark Agenda? Are we going to get another album release? Are we going to see more concerts in the future? Are we going to get a single? Like, what's the plan?
Absolutely. We got two songs. Actually, two new singles we're going to be looking to release in the near future. We are constantly writing. We're always writing new stuff. There's no stopping us. This train's going to keep rolling as long as the wheels fall off or the rails come undone or whatever. It's like we just keep writing, man. We definitely want to. With that last album, it was kind of an end of chapter with Bob and
the new era with Zane and Dan.
And
it's the new song.
There's definitely a new energy with Dan on drums and
Zane.
Yeah.
Zane is a guitar tech wizard. Zane knows all about sound equipment, sound reinforcement. So we got ourselves a legion of knowledge by getting Zane to jump on here.
Yeah.
So Eddie and I's guitar tone has evolved threefold since we got Zane. Zane has helped us. He's like, guys, you could be doing this better to get better tone. One of the best additions we could have ever had.
Yeah.
Next our cutie cake stand.
So yeah, we're looking next year to really get in the studio, hopefully early, and start recording, working on new releases and a new album as well. Kind of figuring out the right structure for how to do that and what suits us and fits right. We just want to keep giving people great music, and it's really all we want to do is just keep pumping that music out for people. We just want it to be heard and play as many shows as possible. We definitely in the next year we'd like to get out to other states and explore and just try and get our music out as much as possible anywhere, because it's definitely a new thing to us, with the whole streaming and all that stuff. And it's not what we grew up on, and just learning that whole process is just, it's different.
Right. Yeah. People need to hear your stuff because it's really impressive to hear what you guys can produce.
I appreciate that, man.
That's cool.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So for the final question, I ask every artist, every musician, every performer I've interviewed so far, what would you tell the young aspiring musicians and performers who really want to get their name out there and really want to perform and really need like the extra motivation to do it? Like, what would you tell them right now?
Tell them to be a sponge, learn from those before you and just soak up all the knowledge you can, and don't give up when you're getting frustrated with certain things, and like whether you're trying to learn an instrument or you're trying vocals, you're not going to be a professional right away, and you're not going to get it all down. It takes time. It takes practice. Even when writing a song, some of our songs we've been playing for a long time, it's just they've evolved so much because we practice on them so much, and that I think that's very important for any inspiring musician to understand is that things take time, and dedication and that's key to doing it. And then having a good attitude, coming into the music scene, and not getting involved in personality politics if that's something that's in your area or something like that. Just being a sponge to it all, learn from those who are in the scene, and
throwing positive energy, and you will get positive energy right back. Yeah, that's one of that circle.
And don't stop. Just don't stop. Just keep trying. You're going to, like Josh said, it's frustrating when you first start. Very frustrating. But persistence and dedication to your instrument, just love it. It releases something in your body, your soul. It makes you happy. It will make you happy. It just takes time. Keep going. Just keep going.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. So with that being said, I think that's everything. Thank you guys so much for being on my show.
Absolutely,
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, we will see you guys next time.
Sounds good, man. You have a good one.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
And that will do it for today's episode of Music with Mason. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing, sharing this with your friends, liking the video, commenting down below who you want to see next. And as always, please go support these guys. They are incredible, absolutely amazing band. I will see you guys next time.